There's always more to do than you can do. Is that news for any of you? I'm sure not. And I am here today to tell you that stress does not come from having too much to do. In fact, stress has a very real source. And what's that? The source of stress goes something like this. What if I say, hey Mark, I'm going to send you these documents, I'm going to do those things, and then let's meet up on Friday for a meeting. And then, I don't send you those documents, I don't do those things, and I don't show up for the Friday meeting either. How do you feel when people break agreements with you like that? You all know that there is an automatic price that you pay in a relationship every time that you break an agreement. You disintegrate the trust and the confidence in that relationship to some degree. Do you think there is any difference if you break an agreement with yourself? Not at all. Not at all. Any agreement that you break with yourself simply will disintegrate your own self-trust, your self-confidence, and it will add on to your existing stress levels. You promise yourself that you are going to repair that leaking kitchen tap on the weekend. And then when the weekend comes, you are busy watching the IPL. That is the kind of agreement breaking that I'm talking about. You tell yourself that you are going to prepare a strategic plan for the company, and then you just keep avoiding it. Come on in. You tell yourself that you are going to prepare and present your next project speech in 2 weeks' time, and then you just don't want to think about it for weeks. Be my guest. Now in this short speech, I cannot prove it to you, but let me give it to you as a working hypothesis. Stress has a very real source. And the source of stress is breaking agreements with yourself. You can fool all the people, all the time, except yourself. You can't fool yourself for a microsecond. Now, as the title of the speech suggests, I'm going to tell you about ways to handle stress. On a broad level perspective, there are two options. But let me warn you that either of the two options, used alone, will simply create ruckus in your life. You have to complement both these options with each other so that you get effective, wholesome results. So what's the first option? As the source of stress comes from breaking agreements, so the simple solution is don't break agreements. Keep all your agreements and feel fabulous. Yes, you heard me right. Keep all your agreements and feel fabulous. Just go and finish everything that is there on your to-do list. Everything. How will you feel if you just finished everything that was there on your to-do list? You will be jumping off the walls, you will be bouncing off the ceiling with so much creative energy. Yes, on a short term, keeping all your agreements will make your life wonderful, will remove all the stress. But then, after a week's time, what do you think you're going to have? An even bigger list of things to do. Yes, because you'll start taking even more challenging things to do. And one aspect, your boss. He's going to see such competence demonstrated by your behavior. What do you think he's going to do? Yeah, welcome to the catch-22 to professional development. The more you do, the better you get, the better you better get. Exactly. Yes, that's the way you can put it. Because on any team, the most complex and the most difficult tasks, they are always given to those who are already overburdened with work. And they are never given to those who are lazy and unproductive. Yes, that's the truth. You can laugh about it, but life is not fair. So the more competence you demonstrate with your behavior, the more tasks you finish, the more difficult, the more complex, the more ambiguous tasks will be put on your plate to finish. So as you can see, the first option, the option of keeping all your agreements. It might work in the short term, but in the long term, not really. It needs to be complemented with the second option. What is the second option? Glad you asked. The second option is to, as you can see, the second option is to not make any agreements at all. Yes, you heard me right. Don't make any agreements, don't break any agreements, feel fabulous. Simplify your life. Get rid of all your obligations. But come on, there are big spade of books out there. Big spade of books which teach you about the simplification of life. You know, the kind of books that teach you how to become a monk, sell your Ferrari, if you have one. Yes, sell it all, folks. Put it all on eBay. Put it all on eBay. House, spouse, job. Get the best price for everything. Yes, get the best price. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go to the Himalayas and practice yoga and Ayurveda. That will be the best way to get rid of all your stress. No, I'm kidding. That's not the second option. The second option is to make selective agreements. Make selective agreements. Learn how to manage, learn how to actively manage your list of projects and your list of to-do items. Learn how to use a time management tool like a Franklin Covey planner or like a day runner or Microsoft Outlook or a Palm Pilot. Learn how to use these time management tools so that you can actively manage your list of to-do items and projects. If you are into high tech, go and buy a Palm Pilot and learn how to use it. It's probably the most sophisticated and the most advanced tool available on the market right now to manage your time and your projects. You will be saying, no, I am a bit technically challenged. Yes, I am also a bit technically challenged. I use Microsoft Outlook in order to manage my time on a day-to-day basis. If even Microsoft Outlook is way too superior technically for you, then just learn how to use a personal diary or a particular file, whatever works for you. Because I bet you, dollars to donuts, that's a big deal. I bet you dollars to donuts that if you learn how to actively manage your projects and to-do items, guess what word is going to come extremely easy to you? No. It's a two-letter word, begins with N. It's a very small word, but it's very difficult to speak. No. The moment your boss comes to you on a Friday evening with an ambiguous, difficult, complex task, it will be very easy for you to say a no. The moment he comes to you with a task, and you just say, gosh, you have already given me 45 things to do. Can we talk? Now, saying a no is a very difficult thing. In fact, saying a no can be an impossible discussion to have if you don't know how much of your time, energy, and resources you have already committed to the things that you are doing, and how much of your time, energy, and resources are available for you to give to the tasks that are going to show up in your plate. Learn how to use a time management tool. It's a critical skill. It's a critical skill. It's a life-saving behavior. To conclude, stress has a very real source. And the source of stress is breaking agreements with yourself. Learn to keep all your agreements. And learn how to actively manage your projects and your time using a time management software. That will be a critical skill for you. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
That was an informative speech about productivity.